Are you looking for some simple tips to live frugally, try out minimalism, and live your best life? You've come to the right place. Stick around for 6 tips for success and watch all the way to the end for a bonus that you do not want to miss. Welcome, I'm Amy, and here at the Frugal Diaries, I give you tips and tools for frugal living, including these 6 tips for success at simple, frugal, minimal living. These tips come to us courtesy of a fellow YouTuber named Gabe Bolt. I was watching one of his videos recently, and I found myself taking out a piece of paper and a pencil and starting to take notes. And I realized I love this video so much, I'm gonna link it for you in the description below. I want you to go watch his video on all of these wonderful tips. I took some notes on some of my favorites and I wanna talk to you about them. Starting with, keep simple meal ingredients in stock all the time. This is simple because it's simple meal ingredients. It's minimal because it's simple meal ingredients. And it's frugal because you have them in stock and you don't have to go somewhere to get them. I keep some basics in my house all the time. Rice, potatoes, onions, some basic instant noodles, and some things that are as simple as canned salmon and even canned Spam. Somebody noticed this and commented on it. I do in fact keep Spam in my pantry. I also love to make and keep homemade bread. For some of you that would not be a simple solution, but for me it is. I love to make bread and then I just have it on hand for a week and it tastes quite delicious, I have to say. If you can collect and keep some very simple meal ingredients that you just have in your pantry all the time, then you're going to be in good shape. And you may be saying to yourself, well, that's only like one vegetable and a little onion. What do you keep that's simple that you can use all the time in the way of fruits and vegetables? So let me show you. Here in my freezer, I always keep some tropical fruit blend. This works great for things like smoothies or just to eat because it's quite good. In the refrigerator, I got on the kale bandwagon several years ago and I've never really gotten off of it. I like it steamed, I like it roasted, I like it all different kinds of ways. And I'm one of those people who likes carrots. Raw, roasted, however you like them, I like them too. And I like to keep grapes around. They last for a good long time. Now let me ask you, what simple meal ingredients do you like to have in your house at all times so that when you get hungry, you can just think to yourself, I have something, I can make it. Or like I was out with a family member the other day and I was like, do you want to stop and get something on the way home? And they were like, no, actually I've got food at home. I just want to go home and eat. That's your goal. Have some simple meal ingredients around. This keeps your life simple. It keeps your life frugal. It also helps you with any minimalism goals that you have because you know that everything in your pantry, in your freezer, and in your refrigerator, you're gonna eat. Tip number 2 takes us to Goldie's Frugal Diary for the day. Goldie says to you, have a simple wardrobe. Now, if you are a golden retriever, your wardrobe is quite simple. Are you a little shy today, Goldie? Your wardrobe is lovely fur and lots of pets and treats. But let's come and see my wardrobe so that I can show you what I do. Mine's a little more complicated than Goldie's, but she approves. So here we are in my wardrobe. I keep quite a simple wardrobe of clothes that I can mix and match. So for instance, you have all seen this shirt in videos before, and you've seen this jacket. This black jacket hasn't made an appearance in videos in a while, but it's gonna make a return appearance soon, and it goes with just about every color that I have. And of course, I have a nice stash of black shirts. So everything goes together. I have blue jeans, I have these khaki looking jeans, I have red, I have black, I have blue, I have the green shirt that I'm wearing. It's all mix and match. Even my performance wardrobe, which you all haven't seen because you haven't come to any of my concerts, because we haven't had any recently and you don't live near me, but it's all mix and match. I can toss different jackets over different dresses and they all work together. And they're all just delightfully sparkly. I really love a good mix and match wardrobe because I don't like to think about what I'm wearing too much. And if you are of a similar mindset, then you probably want something that's frugal, that's minimal, and that's simple. And I'm telling you, a mix and match wardrobe, the young folks nowadays are calling them capsule wardrobes, but I like something that's a little bit more versatile in its naming than that. Something where you can wear this with that or that with the other, and it all looks good. Go for it. You will not regret it. For number 3, I want to take you into my living room and talk to you about subscriptions. Ah, yes. I have mentioned before that although I own a television, I don't pay for cable, but I do pay for some subscription services. This tip is share some of those subscription services with other people, with family, with friends. So that if you are going to sit on the sofa and watch Netflix, your friend or family member in another location can watch as well because you have shared a subscription. Maybe you pay for Amazon and they pay for Netflix, and together you watch when you can. This can be a very efficient way for everybody to get subscription services that they would like, but without everybody in the family having to pay for their own subscription. Another thing that a viewer suggested is, if you would like to watch a particular program, sign up for the subscription for that service for that month. Watch the program during that month, then cancel that subscription. One of our viewers has identified an upper limit of the number of subscriptions that they will keep at any one time. So let's say that number is 5, but you have 5 subscriptions and you would like to watch a program on a 6th service. Well, before signing up for that 6th service, drop one of the 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 for a month, sign up for number 6, and then you just keep rotating them. So you can share with yourself by determining your personal upper limit and then rotating your subscription services around. You can also share by sharing with family and friends. Speaking of sharing, if you are getting value out of this video, would you give it a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll get notified first of new videos, and share this video with somebody that you love? If you would like to contribute to the growth of the channel, click the link below for Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you so much to all of the new subscribers. And if you would like to get a copy of my Daily Dozen printable list, which you can print out and add your daily dozen chores to keep yourself organized, on track, frugal, and minimal, send me an email at hello@thefrugaldiaries.com and I will send it right to you. For the next tip, I want to talk to you about my phone, your phone, my phone plan, your phone plan. The tip is, have a prepaid phone plan and buy your own phone. I sometimes forget to talk about this because I've done it for so many years that I forget that there are many people who don't yet know about these options. There are many, many options for prepaid phone plans out there. I have used one that advertises almost not at all. It's called Page Plus. I've used it for 15 years at least, and every time I go and look for something else, Page Plus turns out to be the best value for me in my area. But you need to do your own research. Look at where you can get phone plans in your area that are prepaid so that you get exactly what you need in terms of amount of data, in terms of how many texts, in terms of how many minutes of phone calls. Whatever you need can be purchased prepaid. This will involve buying your own phone. For many, many years, my favorite place to buy phones was used off of eBay. I don't always do that anymore because I'm trying to keep up a little bit more up to date so that I have a better camera for YouTube. But I loved the experience of buying used, refurbished phones off of eBay. They had just as good of a guarantee as the new ones. And if you are a person who has been stuck with one of those multi-year phone plans where you're constantly paying also for your phone, I would recommend looking into how much it would cost to get out of that and get into a prepaid phone plan. Yes, it will be painful at first. When I first made this move, it cost me a couple of $100s to get out of my contract. But once I did, once I was out of it, I never had to go back. I've been happy with my service. It is 100% consistent, and I'm happy with my phone because I get to choose it, and I get to choose when and how to upgrade and what kind of phone I want. So please, 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 if you have not yet made the move to a prepaid phone plan and buying your own phone, make that move as quickly as you can. Next tip comes to us from my echoey garage, where I want to tell you to review your auto costs. If you look around, I am standing in the spot where my car usually is because my car is out doing some other things. But I want to quote to you something from a family member who said it is always cheaper to repair than it is to replace a car. I suppose there are exceptions to that rule, but in general, I want you to take time as often as you can to review the cost of repairing and maintaining your automobile and set aside money in your budget to maintain it in as good a shape as you can, make repairs as they come up, and drive it as long as you can. Some of you also swear by constantly having a savings account that's just to save up for the next car, for when you need another one. Some of you say, I buy a new one, I repair it and repair it and I repair it and drive it into the ground. So review those auto costs, and whether you're standing in the garage by yourself or whether you're driving down the road, remember to take care of your car. Number 6 comes to us straight from my piano, and it is Add extra streams of income. This is inspired by my financial planner's next door neighbor. I was talking to my financial planner a few years ago about the fact that I never really want to entirely stop teaching voice lessons. And she said to me, yes, my neighbor is 85 years old and still teaches piano lessons, not as many as she used to, but she teaches them. And I asked her, why do you still teach piano lessons? And she said, because it's fun. So add income streams. I have had an additional income stream from teaching voice lessons for years and years and years. In fact, do you want to sing with me? Let's go. Let's have some voice lessons. I also have YouTube as an income stream, and I have an additional income stream at my day job, which is not my day job, but a special paid project that I work on from my day job. So I have 3 additional income streams on top of my day job. Now that might seem excessive, but I make sure that my schedule allows me to still sleep and eat and exercise. Don't worry, and you should too. But think about how you can add extra streams of income. A lot of people in this community are retired or living on very fixed incomes and have discovered that things like selling stuff around their house or bartering with neighbors are great ways to bring in cash, to bring in things that they need, and to bring a sense of community to their world. That's really what a lot of this is about. Now, I'm not going to leave you with just those 6. I want to give you a bonus today. And the bonus is say no if it's not right for you. Some of the things that I have said here today are probably exactly what you needed to hear. And some of them you're probably like, nah, I don't want to do that. That's fine. Learn to say no when something is not right for you. Remember that your goal here is to become more simple, more frugal, and more minimal in your life, and you want to succeed at all 3 all together at the same time. One of the best ways to do that is to clarify, I'm going to say no to this, at least right now, because it's not the right choice for me. Say no, because then you can say yes to the things that really matter the most. One of my favorite authors from back in the day, back in the 90s, when I first started reading about simple living, was Elaine St. James, and she had this to say: there are often many things we feel we should do that in fact we don't really have to do. Getting to the point where we can tell the difference is a major milestone in the simplification process. Wherever you are on your frugal living journey, on your minimal journey, on your simple living journey, take the next step, whatever that next step is for you. And know that you are not alone, and I am so proud of you. Live frugally, change your life, and together we will change the world. I can't wait to see you again soon. Bye-bye.